Well, I'm back here again to talk about domestic American politics, the usual, and how I'm going to further prove the Trump coalition is breaking apart. It's obvious. And anyone that doesn't see it is just simply living in denial. It's reality. So I'm going to show you a video of people that voted for this guy and are now regretting it. And then there's one, which is even more laughable. There's a woman in there, apparently, that didn't vote until she was over 40. The first time she casted her vote, of course, was for Donald Trump. Donald Trump. That was her first vote she ever casted. Yes, I know, right? My age. We lived through, I think, how many years, how many presidential elections did we live through? Just my generation alone. Probably 5 or more. And it dawned on her to vote in 2024, and the first and only vote she casted was for Donald freaking Trump. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Man. My white brothers and sisters, race-baiting, slave mentality folk. I'm sorry. What can you say to that? Anyways, I'm going to show you how now she's one of the voters that voted for him one time. She's putting crying emojis to saying she'll never vote again, and all I got to say to that is, good. Because if you thought that was the most useful vote you ever casted in your whole 40 plus years on this earth, I have to say good. Don't vote again. It's fine. We'll do the voting for you. But you're going to see the foolishness of the people that are regretting their vote because they did not pay attention. And they voted for a malignant narcissist. And now they're crying about the results. Well, gee golly. We could have told you that a long time ago, but you weren't listening. So here we are. I'm going to show you a video, though. This is what I call the uninformed voting crowd. Okay? And then they act surprised about the return on investment. What can you say to that? I mean, what can you really say to that? Honestly. All right, I'm going to show you guys the clip.
Everyone, welcome to the show. I have new Trump regrets to share with you guys, new Trump voters entering the find out phase. So first up, I have a video to share. This is of a man who is apparently not happy with the gas prices right now. Of course, we all know it's because Donald Trump started a ridiculous war. So here is what he did.
When we take America back, when these cocksuckers don't even fucking support us.
Yeah, not happy. Trump should get a ghostwriter. He should write a book. I was thinking about this the other day. Instead of, how to win friends and influence people, I think it is. The original book should be How to Lose Friends and Influence the Midterms. Anyway, and then I have more social media posts to share with you guys to show just how much Donald Trump is pissing off his 2024 coalition. Because a woman named Brenda, she wrote this. I was never MAGA, always America only. I voted for his policies. Now I wish I would have never voted. I never will again. Not backing any politician now or ever again. We are going to have to fix this ourselves. And then another Twitter user posted this. Trump is corrupt. He is just good at hiding it. He is owned. He is controlled. And we all know by who. And I voted for him 3 times. I was as MAGA as it gets. I have since taken all of my Trump merch to Goodwill. They don't want it, trust me. Anyway, he goes on to say, my entire family is done with the Republican Party and switching to independent. My gosh, look at who he has as White House faith advisor. She is a complete lunatic. He can't even pick a good pastor. God help us all. So, I hope you guys know. I hope you know who his faith advisor is that this guy's referring to. It's that psycho Paula White who pretends like she can speak in tongues.
Yep.
She is truly psycho. Anyway, I would bet you money that when she walks out of the room, Donald Trump laughs his ass off at her. I guarantee he like fluffs her while she's there, tells her how great she is, and then as soon as she walks out, he's like, get a load of this psycho crazy bitch. Anyway, there's a guy named Steve. He replied to someone who was talking about Donald Trump's State of the Union address, and he said this: sorry, I couldn't force myself to watch that slop. Trump has become the biggest disappointment I've ever voted for. And then another guy named Mike, he also referenced the State of the Union, and he said this: I asked my 3-time Trump voting parents if they were going to watch the SOTU, and my mom said, we aren't wasting our time on that shit. And then he said, when you've lost my folks, ... So next up, I have another video to share with you guys. So this one is from the Focus Group podcast, which is conducted by Sarah Longwell over at The Bulwark. As you listen to this, keep this in mind. This was from the beginning of January. So a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with right now had not even happened yet.
And I feel like we're putting all of these soldiers, and they're coming back with PTSD and like long-term health, and he's putting all of these individuals in the front line, and he's just, kicking back. And so when I voted for him, that wasn't what I had envisioned, what I had in mind. I was thinking of somebody who was like a strong leader who made these promises. And so now we're spending all of this requires billions of dollars in defense. And so we're spending that, but yet we can't focus on the education here, the healthcare, and so the infrastructure here is just like it's mayhem. But yet we're now bombing these other countries.
So yeah, as you may have noticed, that was a swing voter. She went from Biden to Trump, and she was already pissed off about bombing other countries before he started the war in Iran. So anyway, I wish Sarah Longwell would do follow-ups with some of these people. I would love to hear what they say now. Anyway, I also have more posts to share with you guys that were replies to a right-wing journalist. I mentioned this in another video this week. So this journalist said that she was at a salon, she's getting her hair done. She had a 26-year-old stylist who had voted for the first time ever for Donald Trump in 2024. And now she's disillusioned and saying she's never going to vote again. Well, that post just got a ton of responses, good and bad, and it included this next one that I have to show you guys. This is from a woman named Erin. And Erin wrote, I'm not a new Trump voter, and I feel the same way. Trump was supposed to drain the swamp and save America. He's done the complete opposite. I will never vote for another person who has taken 1 penny of foreign PAC money. And then another person named Terry, they also replied to this woman, this journalist, and said this: it's not just new voters, it's previous hardcore Trump supporters like me. There's no fixing it. Trump is corrupt, and he is allowing his cabinet the same latitude. Noem and her $1 million contracts, Patel and his flying around on the taxpayer dime, agents to protect his girlfriend. So stuff is getting through. This stuff is getting through. And then there was a woman from Florida. She also responded to the journalist, the right-wing journalist, and she said this: "My husband's niece just told us the exact same thing today. She said she was so cynical because she knew how full of shit politicians all are and has never voted in her life. But at 42 years old, she voted for the very first time for Donald Trump. She's so disillusioned between the Epstein list and now the Iran war, she says she will never vote again." Sad face emoji. Oh my God. Like, imagine waiting 42 years to place your first vote, to cast your first ballot, and you choose Donald Jerkoff Trump. This reminds me, I don't know why, guys, this reminds me of the Alanis Morissette song, Ironic. It reminds me of that part, "Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly." Remember how he took his first flight and his plane crashes? Like, that's her. That is essentially what she did. I mean, she is someone who really should not be voting. She has terrible instincts, apparently, poor judgment. So stay on the ground, lady. Don't take a flight. Don't vote again. Anyway, I'll have more of those responses for you guys in upcoming videos, but this last delusional person posted on Facebook, and this person told Trump this. I love how they think Trump is going to see these things. But anyway, this person wrote this: "Your first term was great, was it? This whole second term has been a complete disaster, and I voted for you. Groceries aren't cheaper. Rates are still insane. Gas is still expensive. The cost of living in this country continues to rise. Home ownership is at an all-time low. The average age of home buyers is up to the 60s. I'm pretty sure. More people are defaulting on auto loans than ever before, and actual U.S. citizens are scared to leave their homes because they fear they might be detained or even murdered. My life has not changed one bit since you took over again. You're no better than Biden. How about actually putting Americans first for once, instead of worrying about all these foreign wars and leaders?" Yeah, first term was so great, wasn't it? Yeah, except for that insurrection, except for, attacking police officers and destroying our nation's capital and trying to overturn a legitimate election, trying to commit a coup, telling people to drink bleach, put bleach in their bodies to get rid of COVID, telling everyone it was just like a flu and it was going to be gone by the spring when it heated up, and stealing classified documents, taking them and then refusing to give them back. What else? I mean, there was so much, good people on both sides with Nazis marching in the street, travel bans, literally losing over 1,000 children, immigrant children, because you didn't keep track of them when you separated them from their parents in, Stephen Miller's wet dream during the first term. Just literally not being able to find them. Yeah, just so great. It was just so great. Anyway, all right, guys, I'll have more for you. Thank you so much for watching and listening.